still shackled. You're still chained by the world and by your desires. How you can be? It's impossible. You're even going to think you're going to be like that group of people. Shaykh Efendi is saying that in the Battle of Badr, he's saying in the Battle of Badr, thousands said they were going to fight also. They were going to fight. They pledged to themselves. They said, no, we're going to fight. We're going to fight. Then when the fight came, they all left. And then they make excuse after the fight, after the war, saying, oh, I didn't know he was serious. Or, oh, I didn't know it was today. Oh, I didn't know that. All of that behavior is, Allah is warning us in the Quran Karim, the behavior of the earlier nations, because we have those characteristics. So where are we going to be? This is an important point. Not to already say that, oh, I'm definitely going to die a shaheed. I'm going to be like this. I am going to be a fighter. I'm going to be a martyr. I'm going to... How you live is how you're going to die. If you live for Allah's sake and you're fighting against your nafs every day, then that time you'll die for Allah's sake. You'll die fighting. Yes, that time you'll be the highest martyr. And don't think these are just words. It comes with conditions. It comes with conditions, and it comes with, how you say, proof, dalil, qaida. It's not just like that, which you don't really see too much these days. Majority are going to be, okay, you fight your war with your Lord, and then let us know what's happening later. So, you asked me that question, to really try to think about what they were living for. They were protecting Islam. How many Muslims really believe that Islam is under attack? We have 2 billion Muslims. How many Muslims believe that Islam is under attack, it's been attacked for the past 100 years? That they're bringing down the values of Islam, the institutions of Islam, the system, every single day. How many Muslims? If you believe that, you're going to fight. Not with a sword in your hand or a gun, because that is forbidden now. But you still have the passion to know there is injustice, not because of the rituals of Islam, but because of the spirit of Islam. You're going to find there is something very bad and very wrong in this world, in this life, and they're going to live to try to correct that. How many? I'm talking about, especially in this country, how many come into this country from Muslim background, that they are coming to this country to say we're going to bring the light of Islam here? None. None, really. They're coming here for dunya. Not even the original Americans, they come to America for dunya. You know? They didn't. In fact, it was Jahannam. They knew that they still come to worship. Now, where are you going to find the situations where you know it's not going to be so easy and so nice, but still you say, this, I have to leave everything and come because it makes my worshipping easier, to have a community to worship easier. That if I have to fight, then I fight against my ego. That I have the Jamaat that will support me in my worship, in my devotions, in my attitude, in my lifestyle, in everything. Where are you going to find that? Except maybe a handful of places, maybe. If you ask me, I say we already have that here. You understand? Don't you know every day is a struggle like this or like that? No. Left everything coming here. And still Allah is so generous that He's still providing everything for us. What is it that you're asking for that He's not giving? And so to understand, now, this is given to us, we are here. What are we living for now that we are here? What are we living for? What is making us to be happy? What is making us to be upset? What is making us to be sad? If it's not Islam, if it's not Allah and His Prophet, then we lost it also. This is some of the lessons that we have to take. Because those ones, the 253,000, they achieved the highest levels of Jannat that the saints and the poets and the alims, they were saying, they are not Sahabis. But they reached to the level of the Sahabis. They are not Sahabis because they didn't meet the Prophet ﷺ. But they may reach to that rank because they gave everything just for Islam, to protect Islam. Protecting the Khalifa means to protect Islam. Don't you see, since there's no Khilafat, they took down everything that is connected to Islam is finished. Islam is what? Islam means the Prophet ﷺ. They took down every sunnah. Don't you know? They declared war and zikr. So those ones, they were not fighting for their gain or their countries. They were fighting for Khalifa, for Islam. No Muslim country now, no Muslim country is established and is fighting for Islam. Islam. We lost that. We have exceptions here and there, good people here and there, maybe even some sincere leaders maybe here and there. But the whole spirit of the nation is lost. It has turned to hubub dunya, love of the dunya, comfort of the dunya. This generosity is gone, because in order to become a shaheed, you have to be first generous. First you have to be generous with your dunya. Those people, they were generous with the lives of their children. They were generous with their sons, with their husbands, with their fathers. They were generous, they were giving, knowing that they're going to go there to die. How are you going to get? That means that even, yes, they love their family and everything, but they were not holding on. They said, no, you must go for the sake of Allah. That is the kind of spirit that is lost now. There is no real belief of that. So everyone believes dunya. We are gaining a lot from the dunya, but there is no generosity from the dunya too. There isn't. How can there be? There's still Muslims suffering, not only from poverty and oppression and tyranny, but from everything else. You think Muslims cannot take care of each other? If they can make toilets of gold, those tyrants, they make toilets from gold. If they can do that, you think they cannot help the ummah? They don't want to help the ummah. You don't believe in that. Meaning their belief in Allah and His Prophet ﷺ is also a big question mark. They make gold and they put diamonds in their cars. It's like they don't know where else to do it. That means there's no barakat anymore. And people are going to criticize the Ottomans because they built 1-2 palaces like this, they have this like this. You crazy? Are you completely crazy? You think any money that they took at that time, it was haram? And you want to criticize the Ottomans? Because they built beautiful jamis to give their people pride until Judgment Day, to say that yes, we had. What do you think these Muslims are doing these days? They make jamis according to the aesthetics, according to the look and according to technology of this time, no? Everybody says it's nice. What do you think they were doing that? They were doing it at that time as well, so that people will know that there is a bridge between Islam and world civilization too. So don't you dare say anything about them. Today, the whole system is corrupt. There's no rahmat, there's no barakat. They were dying and they were giving up their lives and they were sacrificing for that Khalifa, for that Islam, for that system. Okay? They were not doing it for their watan. So we lost today. And Allah is still, this is still a mercy, whatever that is happening today. Allah is still making people to wake up. And we're waiting to see who is going to wake up. East is going to wake up, or West is going to wake up. East is going to wake up with faith, or West is going to wake up with faith. Who is the bigger tyrant now? The East or the West? You need me to tell you who is the bigger tyrant? We fear Allah. Don't put any other fear in your heart. Fear Allah. If Allah wants, He will send it to us. If Allah doesn't want, He will not. But don't say, if He wants, He's going to send. If He doesn't want, He's going to send. No, that's not how a believer as a Muslim behaves. We fear Allah. And we're saying, please, Ya Rabbi, don't send. We fear you and fear your azab. And make us to become believers and real ones, to give us this life in order to fight for truth, not this life to enjoy this life. That is that. Astaghfirullah lazim wa atubu ilayh. We're asking support from all those ones who have lost their lives. They didn't lose their lives. They gained the eternal life. They gained the life that Allah is praising them for. We're asking for their himmat, and we're asking for their support, and we're asking for their prayers to be able to live like them and to pass like them. And we're asking that Allah protect us. We're asking that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the Holy Prophet ﷺ and all the Anbiya and all the Awliya, and to forgive us for all our shortcomings, for all our weaknesses and all our dirtiness, and for the sake of those holy ones, to make us to be useful believers in this way, inshallah. May Allah forgive me and bless you. May Allah raise the station of our Shaykh. May His himmat always be in us, inshallah. Al-Fatiha. Amen.